Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercrest, and welcome back to Let's Play ActRaiser. We are now at Deathheim, and it is time to take on the final battle at last. We have 23 hit points because we're at level 16, so we don't get the full 24. We do have 7 lives to work with, which is good. I'm still taking Magical Stardust with me. And that's basically it. And there's nothing else that we can do except fight monsters. This will be the last battle. All monsters will be completely eliminated from this world as soon as we are done. And there's nothing else we can do except this. So let's get into this volcano and have at it. And as we go here, we have all these statues. You will take on all of the Act 2 bosses one by one, and the Minotaur is the first one. Guess what? The Minotaur is worse than he was last time around. He is far faster than he was the first time around, and because of that, you're better off just taking the damage and just smacking him as soon as you're able to. I'm having a hard time doing this, because being knocked further away than I'd like, and that took down more than half my health, but I'll be losing a couple of lives here and there, but I'm okay with that. This is gonna come with the territory anyway. Anyway, Bloodpool Act 2. Just like before, at least he doesn't speed up in any way, which is a good thing. At least he's giving me good RNG with the placement that he's using for his attacks. We should go low again. But I guess this will have to do. And he's down to my level now. So, let's get up here and use that same strategy as last time. Oh, I should have gone up top, not up to the middle. Should have gone up here. 1, 2, drop down, go here. Then drop down, and then do this. Been a while. Okay. 1, 2. Apparently I can hit him when he's on the wall like that. And there we go. Love how you have the eclipse happening there and all the backgrounds now. Backgrounds do change. I like it. Now we got the King Tudhead, and apparently he will crush you when you're under him and try to pass under him no matter what. And you basically want to keep hitting him with jump slashes. You try to get away from him. And you can see I'm having a terrible time because I'm talking and doing this simultaneously. And he's not doing it for some reason. There we go. Probably gonna lose a life on the next boss, but again, it's gonna come with the territory. And what is the fourth one? Oh yeah, the spiked wheel guy. Or fire wheel. I'm probably going to have to do this whole battle over, but I don't even care. I could have gotten some more hits in before I lost the life here, but I'll be coming back to this with a full health bar here. Getting those 4 strikes and then get away. Yes? Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking a whole lot, it's just I want to get this done. Got him. Alright. Same strategy as usual for the Eidos Act 2 boss, which was the fire wheel. And now it is time to take on the Snakehead. Kinda hard to tell from that one statue there, but that's what it is. And same strategy apply here as well. Really want to get away from that. Good. If you can get at least 2 shots on the boss here, as the platformer's going up to the ceiling again, good for you. I barely managed to dodge that. Good, I got the 2 shots in. Once again, just like last time, this is very, very random. The whole platform drop and the whole projectile attack here is completely reliant on RNG. There we go. As long as you're facing to the right, as soon as you get in the platform, you should have no problem getting those 2 hits in every time. And we should be getting close to doing this. I could use Magical Stardust earlier, and he finally does that. He never did that in the practice run at all. I guess he only does that if you're too close to him. Like right under him or almost right under him or something. Because I practiced the heck out of that boss, and trust me, he did not do that when I actually practiced. And now we have the Ice Wyvern. Let's go ahead and hit the, well, that didn't help. Let's see if it'll work this time. There we go, got a lot more hits out of that. And he hasn't dived down from me from the left side of the screen yet, and now he does it. Okay. Come on. I hate this thing. Maybe if I go to the left, it'll stop doing it for once. There we go. Kind of had to force that to come out, but what can you do? But the Ice Wyvern is the only one you really want to use the magic on. And once you take down all of the Act 2 bosses, you finally get to take on Tanzra. Now this one will actually take a bit of an explanation. You had to avoid a little Magical Stardust attack, and then you have to get a little bit of the way away from Tanzra's head, so that way you can attack it without these fireballs hitting you. They'll just pass completely over and under you. Now, remember the little projectile attack we got in Ido's Act 1? Well, it comes in here at the last second, so you have that to hit the boss with. It's not really for the first form, though. It's actually for the second. Want to avoid these things. These little red fireballs he shoots at you. Then he'll open up his weak point. You want to get some hits in. And you want to duck so that way the fireball he shoots at doesn't hit you. Then he opens his mouth. After going down, shoots 2 of those projectiles that will home in on you. And again, he goes upwards and does it again. You have to destroy these projectiles, otherwise you won't stand much of a chance. And I'm probably going to die here, but it's no big deal, because I've already got this explained as best as I could given the circumstances, and you get to see it happen all over again, starting with the first form, because if you do die at any point, you have to start this all over. And the second form has a lot more health than the first. At least I have a full load of health this time. So therefore, I can take very minimal damage on the first form, and then I can do this rather easily, because I have enough health to do this with. And you definitely want to hit these projectiles as soon as they appear. There we go. Alright. Ah, I got both of those, so I only have to deal with one of those projectiles at any one given time. Got him! Just when he shot that out. Good. I actually did a practice run of all this before I actually took on this whole area for real. Didn't give me a whole lot of trouble at all. And that is how you beat ActRaiser, my friends. So let's sit back and enjoy the ending, which I will narrate a little bit. And for some reason you get all your health back, even though it's not going to be necessary. Also, the message speed is slower here, but I guess they wanted you to read it and actually take comfort in the fact that you beat this game. Now that we've defeated all of the enemies, not only in Deathheim, but also in the entire world, we get to see the end result of our labor, which includes that typo, on longer. So we now get to take one last look at the world, and Deathheim no longer has that volcano. It should be mentioned. And here we are at Fillmore one more time. First area that we cleared out had the best introductory level music. Well, if not the best, then one of the best introductory music things that I've ever heard in basically the entire time I've ever played video games. As for the man who had the dreams of the Minotaur, he finally gained his life of the town. It's not mentioned until the ending, though. Poor guy. I really like this credits music here too. Thought I should mention that. And here is Bloodpool, which gave me a lot more heck with building than it should have. And of course we are reminded of Teddy, and of course we get a typo at the same time. And of course, it was Teddy whose lot was drawn. So he was the one to be sacrificed. And here we are at Cassandra. The desert town, the third place that we were at. And of course, we're also reminded of that evil, enticing pyramid. You don't say. So the monsters were the former slaves who built the pyramid. At least the souls of the slaves are recycled and made human again. I guess that's alright. And the fourth area that we took on, Aidos. The place with the volcano. I'm sorry if I don't have much to say, it's just I'm kind of letting the message box do more of the talking for me. And we go to Marana, the fifth place that we went to. And this is the most interesting area to build in, at least for me. Simply because you have all this water, and the fact that you can use the earthquake to adjoin two of the islands. They really did something with this island that you didn't do in other towns. And I actually kind of like that. Just the creativity you have to do with getting some things done, and also finding some items as well. And we have one more stop on this little trip through the land, one last time, and that is North Wall. Saving the best for last here. Feels like only yesterday that we cleared the snow out of this place. And it also feels like only yesterday that we went through that giant tree where we fought the Ice Wyvern and got introduced to some of the best music in the game. I really don't know what else to say about the rest of the game. So it was fun, really, really fun to build the towns and take down all the monsters. It just had that early bit of creativity that you probably would have only seen in computer games from the time. And sure, they were more complex in computer games, but it's still nice to know that they put it in here, albeit in a more simple manner. Also, apparently the two leaders were originally the souls of the two people who put their initials on the tree. Sadly, when you go into the temple is empty. And with that question, we're left with this. And there you have it. That is ActRaiser. So, what do I think about this game? It's a decent action-adventure platformer. whatever you want to call it. It's not perfect. I know that whenever I try to hit stuff in the air, sometimes the master wouldn't swing the sword. It's kind of iffy. And there's Yuzo Koshiro's music composition credit there. But other than that, the difficulty is just right. I like how the magic is, even though Magical Stardust ended up being the only useful thing out of the 4 spells. So, that's basically the gameplay. Graphics, everything looks good. For an early 1990s title, this was released in 1990 in Japan and 91 in America. And so, there are some games that do look better, but there are also some games that look worse. Still, I can't hate on the graphics at all. Sound and music are pretty good too. Yuzo Koshiro did a really good job. And if you had actually ever heard anything that he had done outside of Streets of Rage, like in the E series, or whatever it's pronounced, I keep forgetting, then you know that it's pretty much par for the course in what you'd expect from Koshiro. Really nice sounding title. And the challenge of the game is just right, too. Again, it's not really too hard. You'll actually have more difficulty trying to get the max population out of all 6 cities, as well as the maximum population you can get in the world. And even though there's a final boss rush, even that isn't too hard either. And once you get used to how to do things even in that, the game really isn't that bad from start to finish. So overall, it's a really good game. Really nice action-adventure sequences. Really nice, although basic, city-building sequences as well. And if you want to know if I recommend it, I would definitely say yes. Go ahead and pick this up however you can. It is held up almost a quarter century. It's just one of those really simple titles that still manages to be fun after all this time. And so, it's not really surprising that on the 50th Let's Play that I ever did, including repeats of course, it was only logical that I get a game like this. And it's highly recommended. So with that is Let's Play ActRaiser. Hopefully I'll be back with another game. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching, and see you guys later.